Breathing techniques, sometimes referred to as breathwork or pranayama, give us the means to stretch our lungs, straighten our spines, increase blood flow, balance our mood, even sleep better, run faster, swim deeper, and live longer. Deep breathing even excites the electrons in our molecules. And it might even jumpstart our spiritual growth. Much to my amazement, the New York Times list of best-selling books recently included a book about ancient breathing techniques. The book is called Breath, The New Science of a Lost Art, and the author's name is James Nestor. I would have never believed that so many people would be interested in such a book, but it pleases me that they are. In the book, James describes his adventure experimenting with all kinds of breathing techniques. Towards the end of the book, he clarifies, it turns out that every technique he has studied and practiced over the past decade, every technique he has described in the book, first appeared in texts from ancient India. The scholars who wrote those ancient texts clearly knew that breathing is more than just ingesting oxygen. It's more than just expelling carbon dioxide. Our breath also contains another invisible energy, more powerful and affecting than any molecule or any medicine known to Western science. Nobody knows exactly how breathing gurus like Wim Hof and their followers can sit naked in the snow for hours and not get hypothermia nor frostbite. Even more astounding might be the Tibetan monks who reduce their metabolic rates by as much as 64%. That's the lowest number recorded in any laboratory experiment. The monks should be dead, or at least suffering from extreme hypothermia. However, in this very relaxed state, they're able to increase body temperature by double digits and stay steaming hot even in sub-zero temperatures. And they can do it for hours. Researchers in the United States and in Europe have spent decades trying to understand the hidden mechanism behind these breathing techniques, but nobody has found it. Meanwhile, the concept of prana was first documented around 3,000 years ago near India and China. The Chinese called it qi. The Japanese called it ki. The Hebrews called it ruach, and the Iroquois Indians called it orenda, and so on. Different names, but same principle, same premise. The more prana or breath energy something has, the more alive it is, the healthier it is. If this flow of energy ever becomes blocked, the body will either shut down or get sick. So, over these thousands of years, these cultures have developed hundreds of methods for maintaining a healthy flow of prana. And by far, the most powerful technique they found is to intentionally inhale prana, to breathe. Ancient yogis spent their years honing special breathing techniques designed specifically to control this energy and to distribute it throughout the body in different ways. And the original term for it, found in the ancient texts, is prana, or pranayama. But you may have heard of it described as tumo, or as sudarshan kriya, or as butekyo, or coherent breathing, or hypoventilation, breathing coordination. holotropic breathwork, embryonic breath, harmonizing breath, resonant breathing, etc. The names may have changed over the years. The techniques might have been repurposed or repackaged for different times and places, but the technology of breathwork is here for anyone who wants to find it. At the end of all his research and experiments, author James Nestor concluded that there is one breathing technique in particular which is at the root of a lot of health, happiness, and longevity. According to all his findings, the perfect breath is this. Breathe in smoothly for about 5.5 seconds, and then breathe out smoothly for about 5.5 seconds. You can do this for a few minutes or a few hours. There's no such thing as having too much peak efficiency in the way that you're breathing. It costs nothing, it takes very little time and effort, and you can do it wherever you are, whenever you need it. Just smoothly breathe in for about 5.5 seconds, then breathe out for about 5.5 seconds. That's the best method. Some call it resonant breathing, others call it coherent breathing. If you are extra curious about doing your own experiments, trying all kinds of other methods, you should be able to find some instructional videos or demonstrations searching YouTube. James Nestor's book, Breath, can be purchased through any major bookseller or at his website, www.mrjamesnestor.com.